Now everybody, I am genuinely in danger. I'm right now at the Porto airport here in Portugal, and I'm about to take a flight to Madeira. You know, the crazy island airport, known as one of the most dangerous in Europe, but it even gets worse. Guess which airline I'm taking? It's of course Ryanair. On a Ryanair bus. I thought Ryanair only had Boeing.
Yes, everybody, once again, Ryanair. You know, I'm actually surprised at this point that I've not been blacklisted from this one before.
Another unexciting Ryanair flight without a Wi-Fi. But something that is very exciting is, of course, our airport we're going to, Madeira, here in the Atlantic. Yes, we've talked about it for years. It's part of the challenges in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Truly a challenging airport to fly to.
Alright everybody, now we're right above the Atlantic and we're coming in for a landing here, indeed, here at Madeira Airport. And really, I'm definitely scared now because we've got lots of factors coming together. We've got this crazy approach here because this runway is on like this only flat surface of the island, of course. It's a very mountainous island, so you have to do a 90-degree turn pretty much on your final approach before you come in for your final segment. Really crazy. That also paired with crazy winds from the Atlantic, definitely not easy at all. Shut up. Also, we don't want to forget we're on a Ryanair airplane. Now you know, landing at Madeira Airport does require absolute pilot skills. The question is, can we get that from Ryanair? I'm shaking a bit. That was a Ryanair landing. Amazing. That was great. That was cringe. Alright, there we go. We did it. People did really fear their lives here at the Madeira Airport. Things are looking good.
And right now we're moving on the Venice part of this runway. It's built on stilts. Yes, everybody, you know, the Venice part of the runway indeed. Here we are, right below it. Yes, pretty much half of this runway of the Madeira airport is built on this stilts here. A huge entire area. You know, back in the 60s when this airport was inaugurated, it started off with a 1,600 meter long runway. Not long of a runway at all. You know, but that was enough for some planes back in the day, but as tourism, you know, continued to grow, they needed a longer runway. They did adjust that in the 70s to like a 1,700 meter long runway, but still that wasn't enough to land, you know, a 737 you could land maybe, but nothing bigger, not very safe. But in the early 2000s they had this idea, let's, you know, kind of extend the runway, double the length, and just put it on stilts on this huge area. And what they've done with it is pretty incredible and super unique. They don't have this anywhere else. This is genuinely huge. There's a lot of things that you can do here. There's a bar, there's a restaurant, you know, where we're drinking right now just beneath and there's a runway above us. There's a kart rink here, but there's also like, you know, small football places and basketball and even a skate park. Lots of things to do around here. Now with this long runway, they're able to land even 747s on it. That really explains that we landed here. That was actually back when they inaugurated this whole new extension as a bit of a special thing. Nowadays, there's occasionally an A330 that does land here. Yes, the butter machine indeed at Madeira, but it's mostly A320 traffic or the 737 we just flew here. Oh yeah, all right. Don't want to crash. Right, looks good. That's not going to be a crash. All right. Now, buddy, right now there is an EasyJet taking off right here. Let's maybe take a look at, you know, what it sounds like when a plane takes off and rushes here over this part of the runway. Oh, here it is. That is relatively quiet. Very nice. And while to have this incredibly expansive and expensive runway extension, they definitely had a reason to do it. Let me introduce you to a tragic example of that. Let's maybe travel to the other side of the runway now, where there is a small memorial. Yes, right now we are here at the Top Portugal Flight 425 Memorial, which is just right after the runway 05 ends here. It's a pretty interesting design here. And it's to remember this incredibly fatal crash that happened in 1977. You know, a 727-200, which is a pretty large plane, especially for that time, came in from Lisbon with some pretty heavy weather. It did land on the other side of the runway with a too high approach speed, wet runway of only 1,600 meters, which caused the plane to overrun the runway and fly off this 28-meter bank pretty much. It crashed into a bridge, and this was an incredibly fatal crash. Only 33 out of the over 160 people on board survived this. One of the most deadly crashes of airplanes of Portugal at that time. But yes, Top Flight 425, a good example of why it was a good idea to lengthen the runway. A crash that could have totally prevented by doing what they did in 2002.
Thank you and goodbye.
As you can see here, this airport does not have any jetways equipped, so you always have to walk to your airplane and walk across this airport road. And when you walk out of the arrival terminal, you see who the airport is named after. This guy here, Cristiano Ronaldo. He was born and grew up here on this island and just kicked off his football career. In 2016, the airport was named after him. I mean, that's a big achievement right there. Now, this statue right here is infamous for not being the first statue that they put here, but rather the second. The first one was rather controversial for looking a little bit dorky, but that's interesting. Let's go on. Yes, everybody, this is where we start off right here. We're here on this kind of hill here, right next to a construction site. It doesn't really matter because we do have a runway in sight, and we do have the entire approach path that we can actually take a look at. Right now is a bit of a bad weather day, actually. This will be interesting. Right now there's a Lufthansa plane coming in, and we will see why we call this airport the Kitag of Europe. Yes, this crazy turn you have to do. Let's take a look. All right, here it is, engaging its turn here, Lufthansa. We can already see the left part of the wing right here. Meanwhile, we're just standing here. Now, do they have to kind of like a U-turn, really? Pretty much like a pattern.
But here at night in Madeira, you can see it actually a whole lot better how crazy it is to approach, but you can see there's proper approach guidance lights throughout. Closest one is right here. Can you see that strobe light? Yes, these guide the plane here towards this crazy U-turn.
But now we can see it is definitely coming in quite well. Looking great. And turning around, turning around, turning around, turning around here. It's a bit of rain here. Oh yeah, this looks like a really bad situation. Normally this would look like this plane is flying right into a hill. It's fun. There you go, like a bit of a turn here. This is crazy.
There we go. All right, let's maybe take a look at this landing here now from behind. As always, looks really cool and really crazy here with this runway. There we go. Let's take a look. Come on, let's maybe make a nice landing with Lufthansa. And touchdown soon. Oh yeah, okay, that was all right. That was a right landing here at Madeira Airport. You can really see this U-turn. Really crazy.
But something that the Madeira airport is very much known for is its streaming community. You know, at any time, pretty much, there's at least someone streaming out there onto YouTube. And that's something I try to do myself.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back at the beautiful Madeira airport. Hold on, this is the GoPro. Everything seems to work because we've already got a departure here. At evening times, we have all the tourists leaving now. It is a beautiful Saturday evening. Let me take a look right here. We can see the beautiful Transavia plane pass by. There's always something interesting to see at the beautiful Madeira airport on the island. Oh, where are you? There it is. Yeah, a nice bank here on and we already have a donation. Who's donating money already? Who's saying it's my birthday? Everybody, welcome back to Madeira. Things are looking good. There's so much traffic here, obviously. Crazy turn that reminds you of Kai Tak in Hong Kong from a while ago. So everybody, let's track our first landing of Madeira. Let's take a look. We've got donations blocking the damn screen. All right. Late landing, very late landing. But a very nice landing though. Like, we gotta appreciate that, everybody. And you can see it doesn't want to crash into the island, so it turns around now. You can see it, really. So there it is, everybody. A320, British Airways, coming in right now here. You can see the wings are kind of flapping a little bit. Wings in the winds. Oh yeah. Yeah, nice. Now it's on straight course. It's still just interesting to see how this plane is like right against the contrast of houses. All right, there it is now. In real life, this may just look a little more impressive even how they're coming in. Nice. Nice. Let's take a look right here. And come on, you can do it, little Condor A320. Heading over the mountain, passing it. Getting ready here. Oh, that's a bank angle. Oh, nice. That was a better Condor landing than the last one. Let's take a look at this Casa. Nice, that was a quick departure right there. A medevac kind of departure you want to see. It's now real quiet. A very flat departure right there. That thing barely take off. That's barely one. Oh wow, that's interesting. There you go. Yeah, it did that for a trick. Is it going to be hard? Is it going to be like a dangerous situation? I reckon it's a Ryanair. The air is starting to cool down a little bit. The sky is starting to darken because a Ryanair plane is coming in. You can see a nice amount of bank right there. You can see the left wing pretty much fully at this point because it's such a high bank angle. That's doing here at the beautiful Madeira airport, just like how you should. Come on. Now here, because a Ryanair plane is coming in. Facing us directly now. I wonder how we don't pay a premium, a fee for watching this. Right, here you go, looking good. Not bad, indigestion. Oh yeah. But the planes at Madeira don't only land on the other side of the runway, they also land here on this side of the runway. You know, I don't remember the number. Now landing what is pretty much here again, this Venice part, landing on that little part. Let's check out that landing here.
That was a bit harder right there. All right, everybody. Let's also maybe take a look at what a takeoff from this side of the runway looks like. We have this Sky Fly. That's a very dumb airline name. High Sky. Good. Take a look. This proper Venice part again. Look at that. Now, as you can see, the weather is getting a little bit worse right now, but the TUI Fly doesn't care. We've got a 737 MAX, I think. Is it a MAX? Yeah, that is a MAX. Let's see if we can soon see some liftoff. Yeah, no, that is taking pretty much the whole runway. We can't even see that now. Hello, where is it now? Where are you, little TUI? You know, in general, Madeira is known for being this incredibly beautiful island. Take a look at this right here. Absolutely amazing. Yes, you know, it's not only always the airports that are interesting. This is a hidden gem right here. You can go hiking a lot. But everybody, the airport definitely is interesting too. So everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this video so far. But no, of course, we need to depart out of here to go home with TUI Fly. I guess let's take a look at that. Yes, all right, everybody. Getting ready for our flight now. Flying to TUI Fly back home to Frankfurt. But of course, before we fly, it is so mandatory to check out this beautiful visitors terrace. Here you can see right now this Ryanair pushing back, right, getting ready for takeoff, and we will soon see our own plane coming in for landing. Buddy, time to hop on board. Okay. All right, time to head back home. Everybody, we're taxiing right now to the runway, quite obviously. And you know, Madeira Airport spotting, a big streamer spotter here at Madeira Airport. He's streaming right now. You can see this easy jet takeoff. Here it happens in real life. He's streaming right now, and I told him to go film our takeoff here on this TUI Fly plane. I'm gonna flash my phone so that you can see it on stream.
Let's see if you will flash the light on 4 Foxtrot. Yeah!
Runway 05. It's looking absolutely good.
Here we go. Back to Frankfurt.
Toga, full power. This is quick.
Up in the air to Frankfurt. Have a nice flight, Swiss.
We go with a beautiful bank going off of Madeira Island. Everybody, I think that really goes to show this is a really interesting airport with its interesting quirks. People are screaming already. It's dangerous. No, things are looking good. So everybody, again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night.
Now, thank you very much to my highly supporting members like Jamie Ashton, Mike C, James Duram, Ragings, Met RLG, Matt Van Z, Moritz, Bellhausen, Knots Enthusiast, Shadow, New York, Ryland Williams, Kelly Chaos, John O'Brien, and I'm addicted to Airbus A380s. Thank you.